Josh Reddick says, yeah, it sounds good to me. Malik Smith, he's a defensive liability in center field. That's what Rick Sutcliffe said, so I'll go with that. Alex Bregman scores. It's 1-0. And then Reddick scored on a ground out. Robinson Chirinos, he scores on a home run, like a good neighbor. 8th of the season, Astros up 3-0. They brought in LeBlanc, and he played. He pitched well, but the damage had been done. Mariners entered the game 69 errors this season, 22 more than the next worst team. And this is a Tim Kirchin moment. John Totten and I were talking about the catcher went to cover first base looking for a double play ball, perhaps forgetting there was a runner on third base that would be coming home. The shortstop makes the right play. The catcher nowhere to be found. And these are your Seattle men. They ruled it a fielder's choice.
But it all started so well this season.
I know. I think they were 13-2. And listen, I love the Mariners.
Yeah.
Okay, just so everyone knows. Jake Marisnick, Houston getting it done at the plate and in the field. They've won 20 of their last 25. 4-2 your final. Slow start, forget about it. The Astros have been a different team on the road. They've won 11 of their last 12 roadies. More road wins than 4 teams have all season. The Bats awake. They posted an MLB best 2.21 road ERA over that span.
Chevrolet Clubhouse is brought to you by Chevy. Chevy has earned J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs.
I'm on the mission. I'm on the mission. I'm on the mission.
Klay Thompson gets knocked down, and he is limping heavily.
Klay said he'll be fine, but, Klay could be half dead and he'd say, so we'll see.
NBA Finals resume on Wednesday. This gold standard stat brought to you by Modelo. How big is Klay Thompson's injury? Well, since Kevin Durant joined the Warriors, they're 211-62, and at least 3 of Curry, Durant, Green, and Thompson all play. That drops to 16-13 with 2 or fewer of them in the lineup, a situation Golden State could face in Game 3 against the Raptors if Thompson and Durant can't go. For the latest on Thompson and that hamstring injury, let's welcome in Nick Friedel now. Nick, what's going on?
Stan, Klay Thompson had an MRI on Monday. It confirmed the hamstring strain. Now, what that means as far as Game 3 goes is that it's a pain tolerance deal for Klay. He wants to be out there. I talked to him as he left the arena in Toronto. He thought he could be out there. But in the next couple days, how much is he going to be able to go through? How much mobility will he have? Those are questions that the Warriors are going to have to answer here in the next 24 hours or so.
Meanwhile, fractured collarbone for Kevon Looney doesn't sound like a comfortable situation for a guy setting screens and defending the paint. Do you think that we'll see him at all again in the finals?
I don't. And that is a huge blow for the Warriors, Stan, because he has been terrific for them off the bench all season. Steve Kerr has called him a foundational piece of what they're trying to build and what they continue to build in this historic run that they're on. And Looney has provided a stability down low that they've needed throughout the year. Now, without him in his absence, they're leaning on DeMarcus Cousins, who a lot of people in the organization didn't even think would be playing at this point in the finals after he tore his quad in the first round.
Meanwhile, that winning Game 2, how much pressure did that take off the Warriors in terms of their timetable for Kevin Durant?
A gigantic amount. It gave everybody in the organization the ability to breathe a little easier, Stan, because there was going to be a ton of pressure on Durant and the Warriors to push him back out there in Game 3, even if he wasn't ready. The reality is he has done no court work with his teammates. We still don't know if he's going to be cleared for practice on Tuesday. I think the hope internally is that he's ready for Friday's Game 4. But the ability to have evened up that series on Sunday night gives the Warriors some breathing room to continue getting him some rehab and make him feel better about where he's at. They're trying to plug him into a finals game after he's missed about a month here. It's not going to be easy for anybody, but the Warriors know they need him in order to finish off Toronto.
All right, the story continues to unfold. As always, Nick Friedel's on it. Thanks, Nick. You can see how it happens in Game 3 of the NBA Finals from Oracle Wednesday on ABC and the ESPN app. Series tied at a game apiece. Coverage starts with NBA Countdown at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific.
Todd Gurley wasn't talking about his knee during the Rams' playoff run and Super Bowl loss, but the knee was barking. Surgically repaired in 2014, Gurley's knee is the hot topic going into the 2019 season. Gurley recently said it was feeling pretty good, but would not confirm reports he's suffering from arthritis. With a report from Rams camp, Lindsey Theory.
Don't expect to see Todd Gurley with the football in his hands until training camp. He has not participated in OTAs, though he's been working out at the team facility, and he is not expected to be involved in mandatory minicamp. Sean McVay tells me that it's unlikely Gurley, along with most of his starters, will play in preseason games. As for Cooper Kupp, he's working his way back. 7 months after a torn ACL, Kupp is running through individual drills and even some team drills that jog through speed. McVay tells me that Kupp is on track to be ready for the season opener.
Gurley and Kupp were two of the best players on the Rams offense last year. Gurley led the NFL in touchdowns, was second in yards from scrimmage per game, despite missing 2 games late, while Cooper Kupp, Eastern Washington, caught 77% of passes thrown his way last season, third best among receivers with at least 50 targets. O'Reilly, what a start. The Blues getting gear early and speed up late, thanks in large part to Ryan O'Reilly and Holy, who's Let's Go Blues.